You're doing all the things. You're going on all of the opportunities to share your whatever you're doing, your workshops, your summits. It, you're talking to people all the time, but they're just not converting. Well, our next guest on the Monetize Your Mission Mastermind is going to blow your mind. Katya McEwen has the best mechanism for really engaging your audiences. And not only does she teach this, but she shows you what she's doing, and you get to be part of it. So you're in for a treat today as we welcome Katya McEwen to our show, the Monetize Your Mission Mastermind, for Thursday, June 18th, 2026. All right, so we've got Katya with us, and she's from the Oracle Connections over on the Skool, and we'll be sure and share that link with you later. But I'm just gonna not take up any time. I'm just gonna let Katya do her thing because we're just so honored to have you with us.
I'm so grateful and really thank you so much for this opportunity because I love showing people how much fun we can have when we are bringing new people into our lives, where we want to get more paying clients, where we want to ascend them from free to premium and all of that stuff. We don't need to have it boring. And also, we don't need to have any manipulative techniques or anything like that. We can do it from the heart, we can do it from the soul. And this is why I'm excited to present today. So I'm going to share my screen here. I'm going to make sure that I'm showing right screen. I have three screens here. So does everyone see in build the one thing that turns your gift into paying clients? Okay, good.
Yep.
So I'm on the right screen, which is fantastic. So awesome here. So we're going to start. So before I start, I also want to say I have a special mini project dashboard for Jill. Her name is right there. And I'm going to drop it in the chat as well. So you don't need to worry about taking screenshots. You don't, if you want to, you absolutely can, but you can keep that. This dashboard is for you. If you're here, if you with me today, this is totally for you. You can use it later. You can refer to it later when you're creating your own mini projects, okay? You can also have fun like I do playing with my plane, right? So I can play with it all day long. So from the first, yes, right? So amazing. So first of all, thank you, Gabe. Thank you for having me here. And today my goal for you is to learn what mini project magic method is. Try to say it 10 times fast, mini project magic method. And why is it important for you to pay attention, why you want to use it in whatever capacities that you would like to use it. I also will share a little bit about me running in school games. This is what the flame for. And if you want to take me up on the offer, I also will invite you to take next step as well to support me in the games. But this is not what it is about. Even so, I'm on a Skool roadshow right now, and by the end of the June, by the June 27th, which is 11 more, well, 9 more days, I will have 30 of these presentations in different school communities. And my favorite part when I'm doing this mini projects is learning about all the different businesses and communities people are running here on school. Okay. It's just absolutely my favorite. Meeting incredible people like Jill, meeting incredible people like Tracy and Karen, and reconnecting with Sunny, which was really cool. We haven't talked in a while. So that's why I'm doing this. Again, this dashboard will be here for you. So before I start the free presentation and training, I want you to pay attention to 6 missions that I would love you to pay attention to. So see if you can spot all 6 of them as I am doing the presentation. And some of it, when I'm showing it to you now, might not make sense. So number 1 is spot the pillars. Will you spot the pillars of 3 pillars of mini project magic or 3 main components? The framework. Will you see how I use Feel Be Do Have framework in this presentation, which is part of mini project magic method? Can you see how I build moment inside the presentation? Will you spot how I'm building double trust and it will make more sense as I'm presenting? And is it anywhere in the visible page where you're curious, so what is that next step? How can you take me on the next step? And will you find how you can steal all of this information and use it and build it yourself if you want, or join me and we can build it together and have more fun, okay? So those are the 6 little missions. I'll have a test at the end. I'm kidding. I'm not going to have a test. At the end, I will just ask you how many of them did you actually spot? And Jill is looking actually, she was not part of this presentation yet because I changed them slightly for because I have ADHD and my brain gets bored. But then, so I create different things, even so that it's the same presentation. So by the end of today's session, I really would love for you to understand what mini project magic is, which is 60 to 90-minute experience that turns any room into revenue. And I really don't just say it lightly. Because I built my own business in the last 3.5 years, one mini project at a time, starting with the very first one that I done in end of November 2023, and I'll tell a little bit more about that. I'm also going to time myself because I am long-winded, so I need to make sure I keep myself on time here. That's why all those fancy timers keeping me on time. So this is what we're going to do. At the beginning, I'm going to ask you a few questions. I just want to get to know you. I'll ask you to set intentions right after the slide here. And then I'm going to talk about why is that nothing converting as it used to convert? Why is the informational products, memberships are no longer converting like they used to convert even 2 years ago? And it's probably not what you think. I'm going to talk about what mini project magic is and what is the 3 secrets for that, 3 components and pillars, what's included in that. And by the way, I get really geeked out because I'm doing mini projects, teaching you mini projects. Okay, it's pretty meta. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but I nerd out on this stuff. And most importantly, you're not going just to sit here and listen. We are going to dig into your business. If you allow me, if you volunteer, I'll provide you some feedback, and by the end of today mini project, you're going to have 3 ideas for your own mini projects that you can deliver this way, and also accompanying tools, interactive tools to go with that. Okay. And at the end, I'll ask you about the takeaways. And I also will give you a gift or a few. Okay. Or I'll tell you how you can get a gift from me. Have a good? Well, good. Deal? Awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Amazing. So drop in the comments. This is where it becomes a little interactive here. Drop in the comments. How many of you here have Skool communities or some type of membership, or it could be one-on-one coaching service, anything like that? So you have an offer that you're selling. So drop one if you have offer that you sell. And Karen said, yep, okay, that's all good. Right, so Karen, Rhonda, yes. Jill, yes. Okay, good, good, good. Priska, and I probably said it incorrect again. Kelly, great. Deborah, better sex school community. That's important. Amazing. Fantastic. Okay, you in the right place. Okay, because what we want to make sure that you have something to sell, something to offer, so we can write the mini project. Okay, awesome, amazing. So you already have 6 missions. We already determined that you in the room. Have another question for you. When you are presenting, and when I'm saying when you're in a room presenting, it could be that you're presenting in your own community. It could be that you're presenting in somebody else's community, just like I'm doing right now. It could be that you're presenting at the summit. It could be that you are on a podcast. Even so, many projects might not work really well in podcast. We can do a variation of that. It could be that you're doing challenges, which is challenge could be around a mini project way as well. So when you do that, how is your conversion right now? And there is no judgment. So if you have a Skool community, how is your conversion or ascension from, let's say, free to premium or standard to premium if it's a tier paid? Or when you do presentations, do you see no conversions? or maybe you have some, but it's not consistent. And 5, if you see, if everything is dialed in, nothing to improve. Okay. Jill said before your method it was 3 and after it was 5. Yes, I love that. Fantastic, fantastic. 3, okay, good, good, fantastic. So we have 3. I love that. 0, it's all good. We all start somewhere. That's good. Okay, 1, okay, which is 0 could be, or in between. I love numbers in between. I think my favorite so far was 2.98 or something like that, somebody said, which I love that as well. Perfect. Well, you in the right room, okay? Kelly, it's totally great. I started like that too. We all do. And that is even better because you don't have to spin the wheels. You can start doing it in a very effective and fun way as well. Okay, we determine you in the right room here. Let's set your intentions. So your intention could be very simple. Katya, I have no idea what it is, but I want to find out. Or it could be I'm open to know, or you might have already intention because something piqued your interest when Jill made a post and invited you to come in today. So set your intention, type it in. If we type it in, or you can open the mic and say it, because when we put it out in the universe, we're calling it in for ourselves. So you can again open your mic or type it in the comments, totally fine. Either way works for me. Just want to make sure that we all will set intentions here. And I know there will be a little awkward silence because people type in. I already said my intention is if you follow everything that I'm showing you and using a very fun tools that we're going to be using, by the end of this session, you're going to become a finisher. And the finisher in my mind is someone who set their intention and actually accomplished something. You will become the finisher because you will have the 3 ideas for mini project and also interactive tools to go with them. Okay, so that's my intention for you. Kelly said to get a way to draw people, to get the way to draw people into my membership. Yes, amazing. I love that. I love that. Okay. And again, as I said, you might drop it in or not. It's totally okay. If you still type in, it's okay as well. Okay. Wonderful. So, and if you still type in, I will make sure that I read it. So you already, you will know by the end of the session as well, you will know exactly why your delivery model leaks and what it leaks and one fix that it's actually going to fix it permanently. There's many different aspects of the mini project magic method, but there is a one fix that you will see how important it is to have because you actually will be able to do it immediately and apply it immediately, just like Jill did, right? And she's seen immediate result as well. Siska says that I want to have something to offer my audience and to attract more subscribers. Beautiful. Tracy, to get people to know and trust me so they will convert. Okay, great. And you will learn today, Tracy, that it's not only about people trusting you. This is what a lot of creators, a lot of membership owners, community owners, mistaken because they think that you need to build this know, like, and trust, which is yes. Part of it is absolutely you do need to build this know, like, and trust. But there is one big piece missing, and I'll be addressing it during this session as well. And Deborah says to improve my presentation so that they convert and get 10 couples in my upcoming programs. Heck yeah. And Deborah, I know somebody on Skool that you might need to connect with. Please remind me. See how my brain works, right? So I'm also playing matchmaker inside my community. Please remind me and feel free to actually DM me because I think could be a really good collaboration between two of you. Okay, perfect. Okay, we already determined you in a room, either your room or somebody else's rooms, and you want to get better conversions. You want to get better, more clients and really change their lives with your gifts. So who am I and why should you trust me? This is where we're going to build a little bit of a trust for people who do not know me. Well, first of all, I wanted to say that Mini Project Magic Method wasn't pulled out from the air. It wasn't created in with some kind of tool with AI. I actually been living it for 3.5 years. Just like I mentioned, on March 31st, 2023, I was actually laid off from my last corporate gig. I was dating coach at Match.com. This is where matchmaking is coming from. I was laid off and I opened my membership on April 2nd, 3 days after that, because luckily I met my incredible mentor, Evelyn Weiss, November of previous year. So I kind of had an idea of what I was doing. So it's not like I decided, but I just went full in. And since then, I was figuring out how to grow the business. And right now, we are like last year, I was at over 6 figures in Canadian dollars. I live in Canada, Vancouver Island, and not quite 6 figures in US yet. So you can figure that out. Okay, where I am right now, we will cross that in 2026 for sure. So I've done it one mini project at a time. Okay. And I wanted to show you that it's possible. I'm certified mindset coach, certified consultant hypnotist, cannot call myself hypnotherapist, even so I train in hypnotherapy, just a regulation of my jurisdiction. I am not creator. I need to fix the slide. But I do use Field B do have method. I have an incredible Oracle Cards Magic membership where I teach how to design, print, and sell Oracle cards. And I build it one mini project at a time. And we were at 160 members before I even started on Skool. Before we migrated to Skool, we lost some members. So we're at about 150 right now. So we lost some in migration. So that's just a little bit about myself. My background, corporate background is sales and marketing, sales training, but sales is probably I am good at. However, I'm not that passionate about teaching sales only. So I'm going to quickly show you some data from my Stripe account. This is only Stripe account, not including PayPal or Skool or anything like that. And I already mentioned that we celebrated 3 years anniversary of Oracle Cards Magic this year, last April, April 2nd. By the end of the 2023, this was my total income in Stripe, and it's not monthly recurring revenues, that's the total income. And I want you to pay attention here. So what happened end of November 2023 is when I started using mini project. Not necessarily the way that it is right now because it's been iterated so many times, but that was the first version of mini project manager. And that's how I build my business to 6 figures right now. You can see the numbers in 2024, 2025 here. Okay. And it keeps working. In September 2025, I decided that I'm finally going to take Skool serious. And I done my very first launch to a cold audience. And I brought in about 1,100 people into brand new community in September from Facebook ads, cold audience completely. And we closed about $8,600. 1,100 out of that came from one summit presentation, just one summit presentation. I used mini project magic method. In February, I've done the same with some of the summit presentations and we closed 45. So it wasn't a big launch, but it was continuing with this method. So it works and it's continuing to work. As a matter of fact, I have a gift for you. It's inside my community. You can, it's free inside my community. So you can see exactly step by step. It's our 15-minute video plus a dashboard. So you can go through and you can understand the all ins and out of that specific launch. I absolutely don't have time to go through that right now, right? So, but you can go through that. I'm number 8, not number 7 on Skool games right now. And we are 4,100 monthly recurring revenue as of before I started the presentation. Okay, so it's working because I use the same method, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Now you can actually change your projects, but the same method will be working. I hope I have your attention now. Do I? Because I'm going to quickly go through all of the rest of the stuff, and then we're going to get into your businesses and helping you to really figure out what is your mini project can be so you can create similar results. Okay, awesome. Somebody is saying that they want to interview me for my podcast. Absolutely. Thank you. Okay. I was like looking, I have a few screens, so I'm checking my chat and everything else. So I want to see if any of you can guess The problem right now in industry is that nobody names. Why is that your funnel keeps leaking no matter how much value you add, how much free stuff you give, how good your copy is, or how good your offer is, and how much you love your audience? Let's see if we can, and I'm going to restart my timer here. Here we go. Okay, I'm keeping myself on time. What do you think the problem is? Okay, let's see here. Because it's all the same. That's a good point, Karen. And actually, it's looking even samey all the time. I don't know, it's a new word I just invented. Samey all the time now that people using artifacts because they don't tend to dress them up and brand them, and everything looks the same. Same sales pages, same emojis, everything looks the same, right? So yes, that's one of the reasons. Okay, Jill, I think people don't trust themselves. Yes, that's a big one. And you got it, right? So because you've been on one of my presentations here, you got it. Self-trust is a huge. Self-trust is a huge that nobody is talking about. And the thing with self-trust, you need to understand how to build it in someone within the 60 to 90 minutes presentations. Deborah says people don't want the info, they want experiences. Yes, 100%. Janine, too much information. Yes, we don't have a lack of information. It doesn't, okay. It's not interactive enough about them. Yes, lack of trust. And lack of trust, 100% we're in trust recession. But Janine, I would say, nailed it. It is because information no longer converts. 2 years ago, so everything that you said absolutely is correct. But 2 years ago, I don't know about you, I remember all of the ads when people were saying, create a course in 1 hour with ChatGPT and become a millionaire. Anybody remembers? Me only? Okay. Okay. And what happened with that? Did people become millionaires? Okay. They did not, of course. Well, first of all, right? So duh. But then what happened? People got flooded with the garbage informational products that were designed with ChatGPT in an hour, where people had absolutely no business to design or sell them because they don't have expertise in there. And we are losing trust. We need trust in the recession. There is no lack of information now. You can go and find it anywhere. You can find it with the ChatGPT or Claude or whatever. Is it going to be accurate? It's a different story for different presentation. But there is no lack of information. People can get information at fingerprint and free. And they don't trust us anymore. People actually say, you know what, I will try to figure it out on my own. This is why so many people now use ChatGPT as a therapist, which is scary, right? So, or Claude as a therapist, but it's because they don't trust. Trust is really hard to find these days. So you nailed it, okay? So the real problem is that when you do presentations, traditional style workshop masterclass, they will live understanding you, but they haven't experienced not just you, but they haven't experienced that shift in themselves, that belief in themselves that they can actually do that and you can help them. So it's their shift in themselves and self-trust first, and then that you can help them. So the old way looks like if you will describe the most beautiful home, and I can definitely do that with beautiful words. And then I'm going to ask you to sign the mortgage documents without walking in a house. And that used to work, not for the house specifically, but for informational products. The shift we really want to make sure we're doing, we want to let them walk through the door of that house and really experience the energy of the house, experience and seeing where the baby crib is going to go, where their swings is going in a playground, in a backyard where the kids will be playing. All of that is going to close the gap instead of creating the gap. And it's creating it from inside out, okay, not outside in. It's not about, hey, look at me. and this is my credential, which is important, especially if they don't know you. This is my proof that it works, which is still, yes, it's important, but what is more important for them to start believing in themselves and for them to start seeing you as somebody can help them because you just help them to shift their identity. So every funnel right now looks very similar, where you talk to them about their problem, where they stuck, you talk to them about the gap, this is a gap, and you ask them, okay, to have faith in you, and we'll just determine it. Trust recession, not that much faith in people like laugh. And you just say, trust me, I've done it before, so you can do that too. But that missing piece of self-trust is very, very important. They want to actually feel transformed and see that they can do that. No amount of social proof, and it's good, social proof is good. No amount of bonus stacking, it's great. You can all see it in this dashboard. I have tons of bonuses if you want to take me on my offer, right? It's not going to help if they don't see that they can actually do that and trust themselves, because the leap itself is the problem, okay? With mini project magic, we're not going to actually ask them to trust you and take a leap. What we're going to do, we're going to show them and experience it in a very funny way, funny, sometimes funny too, and fun way as well, okay? So one thing that I wanted to say, sometimes like when I'm going through this mini project magic, I'm showing you a lot of pieces of it, and it's removing that fun slightly. When you deliver in your mini projects, you don't need to break it down and show what you're doing, okay? So here is a field B do have framework. Hint, it's one of those 6 missions. When are you going to do your set up and create your framework? You need to make sure that you create the emotional opening and connection. You need to make sure that you are interacting with people, that people are seen, because then your work start become personal, right? So you remember at the beginning, I was asking you, what are you doing? Do you have a community? So we talked a little bit, we connected a little bit, and then we went into presentation, right? So we had that little report at the beginning. But most importantly is that shift identity. You need to help them to understand that they can actually become that person who can finish and implement what you're teaching them. Because when that happens, they can see that there is a new version of themselves, and they can see that it is possible. Then again, we're going to have that portion of your mini project where we're going to do things and have fun with it. And at the end, they will leave with something real and tangible. By the way, anybody in the room who will say what I teach is hard to explain, it's intangible, just curious. Anybody that will say that it's intangible? No? Yes? Okay. If that's you, no? Okay. So some of you might be. Sunny is, some of her stuff is a lot intangible, right? So definitely, it's especially important for you. So the reason mini project magic works so well is because we are switching buying decision. We're switching it from every other way you try to deliver and funnel is, I believe this person can help me. And we're switching buyer decision to this already helped me and I want more. Okay. So let's go to the structure, and it's a secret number 3. Again, hint, hint, it's part of your mission. So I am going, if you want to take a screenshot of that or remember slide 32, this is the structure of your mini project, and you can structure it 60 minutes or 90 minutes. I've done 60 minutes here. So the difference is, if it's 90 minutes, you're not going to teach longer. Your teaching portion is going to be the same. What will be longer is probably a larger room, more people, more participation, and more questions, okay? And more sharing at the end. But it's super simple, 2 minutes agenda, setting intentions, you're going to teach, and then you're going to do and build things together with your participants, and they will be leaving with something tangible. And then at the end, you're going to ask them to share their takeaways. I always invite you to join my Oracle Finishers Club. I'll talk to you about that in a moment. So it's like extra motivation for you to join, okay? And you can create your sort of finishers club. Way Finishers Club was born in September when I was doing my launch in Skool. When I ask, when people coming in, as you know, there is a questions why you joined, 3 questions. And one of the questions I had multiple choice. I asked them, why is that what is their biggest challenge when it comes to creating deck and designing deck? And 60% of them, 60% of 1,100 people said that their problem was starting and never finishing. So that's where the Finishers Club came from, right? So I go by data. I don't, yes, I'm very intuitive, but I'm also very data driven. 3 pillars, important pillars of mini project. Again, if you want to take a screenshot, take it, or you will have this available as well. 2, the most important. People think that this is the most important part. And hey, yes, this is a fun part, right? So interactive tool is a fun part. But the 2 most important part is 1 and 3. 1, your own IP, your own methodology, your own framework, your own voice, and then we will package it into branded dashboard slides or so on that will be related to your niche and they will resonate with your ideal client. But again, we're starting with you. You already have everything inside, and we allow an AI to package it for us. And inside Live Cohort, I actually have all of these templates and skills for Claude that you can easily recreate, okay? And don't need to spend a couple of months like I did to create all of this stuff. So piece 3 is psychological framework. And I love talking about that because I'm not talking about manipulation. I'm not talking about NLP, neuro linguistic programming. I'm not talking about slave mouse because yes, you can probably move and convert and ascend more people when you use those pieces, but they're very manipulative. And we don't know how long those people will be staying. And also, you will be doing a lot of harm by doing that. As a matter of fact, I studied NLP, I studied slave mouse. I understand the whole framework and I done it, so I don't use it. You might think it's counterintuitive, but I needed to understand if I subconsciously, without knowing, using any of those methods, and I consciously decided not to use them. Okay, that what I do teach, I teach psychological frameworks that are fun. That's all about play. That's all about introducing creativity. That's all about real true gamification. School allows us leaderboard and everything else, but it's not a true gamification. And one thing that I always mention, there is a stats out there that it takes about 400 repetitions to develop one skill. And stats are from children, so but it's similar in adults. If you introduce anything interactive and play when you teaching, those repetitions drop to 20, from 400 to 20. And this is why it is part of that psychological framework. When people playing, when people have fun, when people lean into creativity, they will learn faster. When they learn faster, they get better results. When they get better results, guess what? They will start talking about you. Jill attended one of my sessions to join my community, and now she invited me here, and she already implemented and seen results, right? So, and of course, she will be talking about that, right? So that is an example of how that works as well. And of course, piece number 2 is our interactive tool, which you will experience in a few minutes here. And I finished it earlier, guys. Oh, it's a miracle. And I don't know why I closed it. I'll go back to slide 35, I think it was. So next thing is fun. I would love a volunteer or couple, and we'll do one at a time. This is where we're going to look at your business, and this is where we're going to see what type of mini project you can design for yourself. Okay. So, and I wanted to do this and not clear, make sure I don't click on X again. Any volunteers? Let me see here.
Yeah, Deborah.
Hi, Deborah. Oh, you, oh, okay, perfect. I see. I'm looking in the chat, but she has a hand. Thank you. Thank you, Jill, for keeping. Okay, Deborah, you open up and we are going to start. So on a slide 36, we have our architect. You can just click this button. And when you click the button, it will open the architect for you. And I am going to grab it and I'm going to put it into chat as well. Okay, awesome. So let me just do this. By the way, you just need to be logged in Claude. You don't need to have a paid version or anything like that. Free version of Claude is going to work and it will work beautifully. I also say to everyone always garbage in, garbage out. We need to make sure that we providing a good information. And we are going to do it. Oh, did Deborah disappear on me?
Nope, still
No.
here. I
Okay,
just
good.
lowered my
Okay.
hand. Should I
Yeah,
keep
you,
my hand up?
yeah, no, you're good. You're good. You're good. You disappeared on my screen for whatever reason. You're good. I'm good. So we're going to do it quick and dirty, but we're going to do it meaningfully as well. So when you do it on your own, what I recommend, for example, in this section, what do you do and who do you help? If you have document where you describe who is your ideal client, maybe you have a document with their success path and their, client journey, you can just copy and paste that information in here as well. We're not going to do it now, but also your sales page for specific offer, it's very good to paste as well in the appropriate fields because the better information you give, the better output you're going to get. Awesome. So Deborah, tell me, what do you do and who do you help?
Certainly. I support couples in having the best sex of their lives with the people they love.
I love that. Support couples in having best sex in their lives with the people they love. Okay. What do you call yourself?
I call myself a sex and relationship coach.
I am sex and relationships coach. Okay. If there is any unique method, any USP, unique sales proposition, right? That used to proper term. If there's
Yeah, so
anything unique,
something that I talk about all the time is that relationship is a practice.
so my method is based on relationship as a practice. Okay.
And
Anything
it
else?
has three pillars: communication, empowerment, and pleasure skills.
Okay. Awesome. Anything else you want to now? Who do you help?
I support, well, mostly couples who've lost the spark. So they've been together for a while and they're like roommates and they've lost the spark.
Any specific ages or nothing like that? I'm just
Not really. I mean, I've worked with couples that are 30, in their 30s, and I've worked with couples that are in their 60s. So it's a pretty large range.
okay.
Usually they've been together like 3 or more years.
I'm pretty impressed with myself. I haven't seen any mistyping yet, and I always say, "Since God, nobody's hiring me for my spelling." Okay, so good. So, what do you teach specifically?
Specifically, I teach communication skills. I teach, um, hmm, I mean, so I have a background in kink, in tantra, in um, relationship skills. And what I mean by that is communication, um, repair, which is also communication, um, actual how to touch each other, how to ask for what you want, how to say no, how to touch, bring your desire.
how to listen to your partner's desire.
Okay. Anything else you would like to add?
Hmm. Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
Okay, awesome. As I said, we're doing it quick and dirty. So now, very appropriate for your niche too. So now, are you teaching people your method so they can teach it, or are you? So when you imagine and doing mini project, are you imagining in a room somebody is like, oh, I want to repeat this method and teach my clients like that, or they're actually using your method to get the results you deliver?
Using the method to get the results.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. And for some of you, it could be either or both. Now, this is where we're going to go in your offers. What are your offers look like? Okay. And I don't want you to go to too many. For example, if we're going to Skool community, we can just go to 3 tiers. If you put too much information here, it will be all muddied up. So, but we want to be very specific. We want to know the offer, price point, when they come to you, what is their starting point, point A, and after they done in this particular, let's say, tier, what is the result they leave with? Okay.
Got it. So I have a 4-week class called the Relationship Lab,
Mhm.
and it goes through the 3 pillars, and it goes through the idea of relationship is a practice.
Where I teach that relationship is the practice. Okay.
And let's see, it is 497.
Okay.
And let's see what else.
Yeah. So this is good. Now, when they come to you, what is the point? Why do they come to you? What would prompt them? Where are they right now? What is their problem? What is
Um,
their Mhm.
what they would describe it, most often they say that they need communication skills, or they'll say something like, we've been together a certain amount of years and we've lost the spark. Or one person, uh, they have a discrepancy in desire, aka one person wants sex more than the other.
Okay. And they can't figure out how to navigate that.
Yeah.
Okay. And when they finish with this 4 weeks, what is their point B, which is result?
The result is they have the skills to have the hard conversations.
Okay.
They feel more confident saying yes, no, and asking for what they want.
Yes, no, and asking for what they want. Okay.
And they're clearer about like, are they, I mean, this kind of goes with the yes, no, but like oftentimes somebody is just going along to get along and they're not actually asking for what they want in the bedroom.
Okay. So they clear about their needs.
Yeah, so they're clearer about their desires and like, oh, I'm saying yes to something that I don't really like, and that's why I don't want to say yes.
Okay. Okay. Anything else you want to add?
Off the top of my head, no.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. So let's just see your magical mini project that you can do. I'm excited to see.
I
That will
know.
be fun. And hopefully you all guys, as you're doing it in the background, you have access to that. I can't wait to see what type of mini projects you are going to get some ideas. There we go. We have a little bit of the fireworks here. I am going to create a document and send it to you. And thank you so much for volunteering. It's always so much fun when somebody actually going to do that. The reason I do that, so that's when you're going to do it next time, your results are not going to be exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
And some people would say to me, oh, I really like that one that came up during the workshop. So I'm just going to copy and paste all of that and give it to you so you can see. The only ask I have is please copy it to your device because by the end of this week, I will not remember which document is from who, so I delete them at the end of the day, okay? So
Yes.
you don't lose it. Make sure that you grab them. Okay, awesome. So let's see what we have here. Okay. Number one, the desire conversation starter. So 60 minutes or 90 minutes of completed desire map, short specific documents the couple fills out together that names one thing each partner wants more of and one thing they want less of in their intimate life, plus one shared intention they agree on. So that's the whole win at the end of this project. And interactive tool, guided desire mapping tool, structured interactive worksheet where each partner privately answers 4 prompts about their current desires, boundaries, and one unspoken want. The guided sharing section walks and it's guided them, right? So it's all interactive and it's guiding them, which is cool. Okay. So number 2, how to say no without killing the mood. I like the name. It's actually pretty cool. Okay, personalized soft no script, their own go-to phrase for declining in the moment while staying connected to the partner, and tool boundary script generator. And idea number 3, break the touch rut in 20 minutes. I love the names of the second and the third. Completed touch menu. I even like that. Touch menu is cool. Simple one-page documents the couples build together. List 5 types of touch each partner enjoys. And interactive tool is couples touch menu builder. 2-part interactive tool. First, each partner privately rates a list. I'm not going to read all of that. So what do you think? Anything that you like? Maybe you're already using some of it.
Yeah, I mean what's cool is I think I already use some of these things. What I'm most curious about is the artifact tool. So, for instance, with the desire conversation starter, what I might have done in the past, what I might do is say, is teach them about like the erotic blueprints and then
Uh-huh.
give them a link to test to take their test and then give them some ideas about, what to do once they find out what their blueprint test is.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so I'm curious, like, I mean, I think, yeah. So I'm curious how that might work in this framework. Would that be like the tool type of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. So the tool will look something like what you are looking at, right? So it's not going to look the same way. It can look many different ways, but you can create like literally interactive tool. And you can, if you're working with the couples, you can give them few minutes when they complete that. And then they come back and they discuss what is that they created, right? So you can do it right during your presentation, during mini project. So for example, you might have 4 or 5 couples on the mini project, right, on your session, and you're going to do it, and then they will be doing it together and then sharing of what came up with. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And a lot of tools, what you can do, you can also have the tools that saves everything. I on purpose did not do it here, but I could have. I could have just have a button and say save as PDF, and you could save it as a PDF. And the same could happen for your tool, depending on how robust and what do you want it to look like. Okay.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Good questions. Good questions. Okay.
So
So
I
yeah, go ahead.
so just to be clear, so I would create the workshop, the master class. Uh,
Yeah.
we would
Mini project. You'll create the mini project. Yeah.
mini
Uh-huh.
project, and I would introduce the idea of, most people think that it's this, but it's actually a desire mismatch, and this is something that's totally and
Mm-hmm.
easily fixable. And one of the best ways to do that is start by knowing what your desire is. Here's the tool.
Yeah.
Here's 5 minutes to fill it out. Here's some fill it out music. 5 minutes later, we come back together. We talk about that, and then I invite them to share their results together. And then,
Yeah, you can do that. You can also see maybe you have a brave couple that will be doing it together with you, and you will demonstrate how to use the tool, exactly what I'm doing right now. So it really depends
mhm.
on who is in your, who is your audience, and you always will slightly pivot because sometimes, for example, when I do the sessions, if nobody shows up, I have case studies that I can pull and I can just go and do that. And you can also do that. You can also say, okay, here is the made up couple. And but I see that all the time in my clients, if nobody is volunteering, this is how it will look like. And you actually walk them through and you demonstrate how to use it.
Oh, I like that. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Amazing. Fantastic. Any other questions for me?
For you, Deb, having a conglomerate of your typical thing, asking the questions that or inserting the questions that most people might hesitate verbalizing in a community or in a group, but you hear it all the time. If you put that in the demonstration, it gives them permission a little bit
Yeah.
to be more honest in their answers for themselves because they're not thinking, oh, I'm a weirdo and nobody
Yeah.
else thinks this.
And it also depending, right? You might be doing this session with just a couple, just two of them. Then it
Mhm.
will be much more intimate. They will be much more open. But like Jill said, yes, it could feel uncomfortable because they might not even know, well, I haven't talked about it for 3 years or how long. And now,
Right.
or all my life, I don't even know how. So you can even give them some vocabulary. You can give them all different things that you can help them and show them during the presentation part, like during your 20 minutes, and then go into the do part, right? Yeah, yeah. You can also like, I can like literally with your niche, you can also go into like with touch, for example, you talked about the touch. I don't think it did any. Oh, yeah, it did here. Break the touch route in 20 minutes, right? So you can like have like a touch menu. You can have interactive touch menu. You can even go through that. It can look as simple as like cards. I'm going to close it. I'll remember page 36. But you can have like simple like a cards and just talk about this is a portion, this like, this is a touch, this is what it can do, and so on. And of course, it's different. It will do, and different people will feel different things, but you give them examples as well. Okay?
Yes, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Okay, amazing. So I see, and I did I drop link? Yes, I already dropped the link. I see here, Carol said that's amazing, absolutely brilliant. I love that. Okay, so Carol and Karen, share with me what did you find amazing, or what kind of ideas did you get? And you can open up mic or you can just type. It's totally up to you. I see Carol. Hi, Carol.
Hi there. Hope that my audio is good here. I just thought it was this is similar to an idea that I've had before. Like, how do I make it easier? How do I get them into the experience so they have some evidence of their skill, of their ability? And you made it very easy to help me to um, clarify my pillars, clarify an offer, and get that out there so I could get some evidence as well as to like, does this work? Is this resonating with people? And I'm excited to go forward with this.
Yeah, amazing. Do you want to share what do you do and what kind of ideas that you came up with?
Yeah, so I consider myself a career and life transitions coach, and I think that right now I'm kind of pivoting to helping women in midlife or midlife kind of lead their corporate life and really hone in on who they are outside of their job title and building those internal structures so that they know who they are and can go anywhere or do anything if they're let go or if they decide that they're going to start their own work or move abroad, whatever it is. So I'm trying to position it in a way that is appealing because a lot of women don't really know who they are outside of their role. Um, and they're not, something is missing because I'm not resonating with them. It's not resonating with them. There's a gap that I'm trying to build to leap over. So I think this might help me in that.
I love that. And you're really giving them permission to want more. A lot of women, from what, and I could be wrong, but I would assume that you're working with a lot of women. Like you said, they have the identity of that role that they build in career. And most of them probably, depending on the age you work in, but it could be senior role, management role. And now they identify as that role and they truly forgot who they are and what they wanted, and they actually can have more and want more.
Yeah, exactly. They don't even have hobbies anymore. My
Yes.
goodness. No interest other than their work and their family.
Yeah.
But then
Amazing.
the
I love what
families
you did.
move and
Yeah.
have nothing.
Yeah.
hmm Exactly. Exactly. Love that. Thank you for sharing. And
You're
what is
welcome.
the ideas that came up with mini project idea architect? What the ideas did it give for mini projects for you?
Well, it validated an idea I have for like a summer camp. And so I think that I will kind of pursue that here with um, the mini project and build that out. And then I could see taking that and using it for different things. So that's going to be my first
Amazing. I
project.
love that. I love that. Yes. So you have everything here to know how to build it. Absolutely. And I also wanted to say that if you want to and build it together, I would like to invite everyone. We start our live cohort for Mini Project Magic on July 1st. Jill just dropped her link right there, and you also have all the build link inside the presentation. So if you want to come to community and check it out and join us, I would love to have you. Okay. One of the things that I wanted to share as well, and thank you so much, Carol, for sharing here. Let me make sure I'm sharing the right screen. Okay. So one of the things that I wanted to share is that you can build your mini project now, and you also have ideas, and you can probably figure out all the things like how to create dashboards and everything else. It will take time, but you can do it on your own, 100%. But where I come in is first I'll give you personalized feedback from over 3.5 years of experience of running it like this. And also, I will find people for you, not just inside my community, which is over 4,500 people, one, and 1,400 another, but I also will send promotion and invite people to my list of over 9,000 people. And most of the programs they are giving, they will just teach you how to do the things. I actually put my reputation on it because I will invite people in and they will come to your projects and we will make sure that they are working, or if they're not working, we will optimize it. We will see what's not working as well. And there is also 13 altogether. I have 13 bonuses. You only have 8 here showing. But one of the bonuses that I wanted to show that is very dear to my heart And remember, I said I'm known for Oracle cards. And if you join before 27th of June and stay active at least as of June 29th, first 100 members get my own deck, my brand new deck, Astro Beast Oracle deck. Physical form, you'll have a digital as well, but you will get it shipped to your door as well. And I'm super excited about that. Just wanted to say that not only that you'll get everything in the product, in the project, and all in life cohort and tons of bonuses I'm not going to talk about right now, but you also will get my physical deck shipped to your door. Okay, so yeah, anybody else wants to volunteer so we can go through mini project architect, idea architect, or share with me what is that you love. Karen says, absolutely brilliant. I would love to know if Karen is still here or not. Maybe she had to leave. Oh, she's here. Hi.
Yeah, she's still here.
I'm
Yeah.
here.
So share with me, what did you like? What is the takeaway? What are you going to implement? The most important.
Well, first of all, I look at presentations, so you definitely nailed the experience of the presentation, which is a higher conversion rate because you brought everybody into it. So that's what's absolutely brilliant. But it wasn't fluff. I mean, it was something that you could tangibly take away with you and start implementing. And I'm sure everybody on this call probably signed up.
Okay. Well, yeah, please
Thank
do.
you.
Please. Yeah, absolutely. And what ideas did you come with?
This is the reason why I stayed quiet. So right now I'm a holistic nutritionist, functional medicine, all that gamut. But what I real and I finished my book. It's in the editing process, and then I'm going to do a complete 360 because I really am tired of talking about nutrition and health. Um, so I want to start working towards my somatic intuitive training that I've had for 20 years and my hypnotherapy and start moving in that direction. And then I was also certified as an end of life hypnotherapist as
Hmm.
well and recognized by and board certified hypnotherapy as well. So I want to move into that. So that's why I was staying quiet because I have no idea what that looks like yet.
Yeah, but it's a perfect place to explore, right? So, and
Yeah.
if you functional, you said you functional nutritionist or
Yeah.
functional doctor?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, functional nutrition. Yeah, not doctor. Yeah.
functional nutrition. So I know someone that I would like to connect you with as well. She's inside my community, inside of my mastermind as well. And she just opened Skool community where she's using different artifacts very, very successfully right now.
Oh,
And she's teaching it a different way, right? So she's still in the health industry, but she's showing it from very different perspective. So definitely send me DM so I don't forget, and I'll introduce you to Sharon. Okay,
okay, great. Thank you.
you're welcome. And then Deborah, make sure you send me DM. I'll introduce you to Amy. Okay, so
Wait,
awesome.
how do we send you that through here on the chat? Sorry, go
Uh, yeah, DM, just DM me. If you join my community through the
Oh, I
link
did.
that Jill did, okay?
Okay.
Then when you join it, you will get welcome from me. And then when I will start talking to you, if I forget, just remind me that I wanted to introduce you to Sharon, okay?
Sharon.
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
I'll remember, okay? Awesome, fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. Anybody else would like to test drive Mini Project Idea Architect or share with me a few things before we will wrap it up?
I would just love to say that I have done a lot of training around presentations and whatnot. And um, what do I want to say? As much as it drives me nuts to just have the slides up, what I really loved about what you did was there were a couple places where you were like, yeah, you could do this on your own. However, if you join me, if you join my membership, you're going to get the support that is so much better. And just like there were so many places where your brilliance about like just that little extra um, was really just so palatable. And so I just really want to appreciate that.
Thank you. And that's called invisible pitch. You actually just picked an invisible pitch, right? So because yeah, exactly. Karen said that's invisible pitch. That's one of those 6 missions, invisible pitch. Exactly. Yeah, thank you. And I love your niche. We need more people like you teaching people to reconnect with each other, right? So especially in this day and age of AI and everything else, we definitely need to reconnect with each other better, right? So love that, love that. Anybody else would like to share? Anybody, anything else? Takeaways. And thank you for being such an incredible, incredible crowd and engaging. Jill, again, my gratitude for allowing me to be here with you. And I'm so glad to hear that you're already experiencing results. It's so awesome to hear. Okay, Rhonda, yes.
Hello.
Hi.
So I'm already in the cohort, of course. But for others who don't know that, I I was working on some things, but I played with the wonderful generator that you created, and I was like, oh, what a cool idea. So I'm having a blast playing with that. And I do love how people go away with something that is tangible and that makes a real difference. I think that's so huge in this day and age. I mean, people get used to listening to podcasts while they're walking around the treadmill or something, but this takes it to a different level where people are really receiving and embodying instead of just listening and then on to the next. So this is beautiful. I'm excited about the experience. I'm thrilled about your deck, of course, and best of luck with Skool games.
Oh, thank you so much, Rhonda. Thank you. That's amazing. And thank you, Tracy, for being here. I know that you have to go. That's wonderful. And I also wanted to mention, remember, I said that at the end, I will also invite you to make a comment and a post inside my community, and you will be entered inside well, you'll be granted access to my Finishers Club that you cannot buy or bribe me to get in there, okay? And I'm going to show you the tool that I am going to share with you that I'm dropping today inside the Oracle Finishers Club, and it's called Name Your Experience. Because from a lot of my people that I work with, a lot of my clients, I don't know why, but they get stuck on naming things, okay? So you actually will have this tool where after you get all of your ideas and you pick the idea from the architect, you can just drop it in here and it will create the name for you, but it also will take it a little bit further. And you might have already names that you like, but it also will take it further and it will shorten it to 30 characters. And some of you might ask me, why the heck do we want 30 characters? Well, if you want to present in Summit or anywhere in Skool communities, that is the maximum number of characters you can put in a calendar as a title, okay? So it will also shorten it for you. And I'm dropping this tool inside Oracle Finishers Club. So I would love to see you there as well. Okay, awesome, good. So I loved being here. And Jill, thank you again. Thank you so much. Rhonda says new toy. Yes, you'll have a new toy to play with. And if we have no questions, I just want to say my huge gratitude for allowing me to be here and serving you. And please, please, no matter what you decide to do, if you decide to do it on your own, or if you decide to join the cohort, please keep me posted. Let me know because I want to know what is happening and what results you're getting. Okay.
Thank you so much, Katya, for joining us. This has been amazing. I'm sure everybody is just like I am. It's like so much possibility. And
Yes,
it really is a unique experience to walk people through actually hands-on, and at the end you've got something. It makes the whole experience better.
absolutely. So share with me, Jill, what did you change and that created that experience for you, for your people?
I was getting ready to do a summit and I'd seen your presentation in Dessa's community, and it was just
Mhm.
like a light bulb went off. I was like, oh, I could just have them do it themselves. And so I went over and created an artifact because, part of Evelyn's group, and I
Yeah.
I knew how to do it. And it just made the whole presentation so much better. And I had a lot of people join my community because they were able to actually get real results from just doing the thing instead of listening to me talk about it. It,
Yeah.
it, it was just such a much better experience all around. It was so fun.
I love that. I love that. Thank you for sharing. And again, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. I know that I want to respect your times as well. People need to be, we're all very busy. So truly appreciate. I'll see you inside the community, and thank you again.
All right. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next week on the Monetize Your Mission Mastermind. Actually, we won't be next week. It'll be the week after because next week is the challenge. We'll see you there. Bye, y'all.